Amid the rising storms of global power struggles, Japan stands at a defining moment in its history. With tensions flaring between the US and China, Japan can no longer rely solely on old alliances for security. Regional threats are closing in, forcing Japan to evolve from its long-held pacifist stance. Now it's stepping boldly into a new era, forging cutting-edge air power fueled by innovation and powerful partnerships. As these stealthy warbirds take flight, Japan's military renaissance is poised to redefine the balance of power across the Asia-Pacific, from post-war pacifism to strategic realignment. Following its defeat in World War II, Japan adopted a constitution that profoundly limited its military capabilities. Article 9 of the Constitution, heavily influenced by the United States, renounced war and prohibited Japan from maintaining armed forces for aggression. Instead, Japan relied on the United States for its national defense, allowing American troops, including air forces, to be stationed on its soil. This arrangement allowed Japan to focus on economic recovery and industrial development while minimizing the risk of military entanglement. However, as the geopolitical climate in East Asia began to change, Japan found itself facing new and complex security challenges. China's rapid economic and military expansion, combined with North Korea's advancing missile capabilities, exposed vulnerabilities in Japan's defense posture. China's increasingly assertive stance over Taiwan and its broader military presence near Japanese territory heightened Japan's concerns. The frequent cyber attacks targeting Japanese government agencies and corporations further underscored the urgency of enhancing national defense. Recognizing these emerging threats, Japanese leadership initiated significant policy changes to strengthen its military capabilities. Former Prime Minister Fumio Kishida emphasized the need for Japan to enhance its defense infrastructure to deter future aggression, especially in the face of modern missile technologies that pose unprecedented risks, a bold investment in national defense. To meet these challenges, Japan announced a comprehensive plan to significantly increase its defense budget, aiming to allocate 2% of its GDP to defense spending by 2027, effectively doubling its previous allocation. This infusion of funds enables Japan to acquire advanced weaponry from the United States, such as Tomahawk missiles, and simultaneously develop indigenous military technologies that would place Japan at the forefront of modern warfare. Initially, Japan expressed interest in purchasing the American-made Lockheed Martin F-22 Raptor, a fifth-generation stealth fighter. However, U.S. policy barred the export of the F-22 to foreign nations to protect its advanced technology, leaving Japan to pursue its own ambitious project, the development of a sixth-generation stealth fighter, the birth of Japan's sixth-generation fighter program. Between 2009 and 2010, Japan's Ministry of Defense embarked on a deep investigation into advanced fighter technologies. This effort led to the conceptualization of the I-3 fighter, which stands for Informed, Intelligent, and Instantaneous. Designed to counter stealth threats, the I-3 would incorporate sophisticated radar, sensor networks, and communication systems capable of linking with drones and other battlefield assets, providing Japan with unmatched situational awareness. One of the most groundbreaking features envisioned for the I-3 fighter was the integration of laser weapons capable of neutralizing incoming threats instantly. Despite predictable opposition from China, which accused Japan of manufacturing a China threat narrative, Japan proceeded with its plans, determined to bolster its self-defense capabilities. To advance from concept to reality, Japan developed the Mitsubishi X-2 Shinshin prototype. With dimensions similar to Sweden's Saab JAS 39 Gripen, the X-2 measured 14 meters in length with a wingspan of 9 meters and weighed approximately 13 tons. Equipped with powerful turbofan engines featuring 3D thrust vectoring, the aircraft demonstrated exceptional agility and supersonic flight capabilities. The X-2 also featured state-of-the-art fly-by-optics control systems, which replaced traditional mechanical cables with optical fibers for faster data transmission and superior noise immunity. Its multifunctional AESA, active electronically scanned array radar, provided cutting-edge capabilities in signal processing, electronic warfare, and potential microwave weapon applications. Moreover, its self-repairing flight control system could adapt to battle damage, maintaining flight stability even after sustaining harm. Under the leadership of Japan's Acquisition, Technology and Logistics Agency, ATLA, the X-2 successfully completed 34 test flights in 2016. Building on this success, ATLA initiated multiple additional programs to refine the key technologies necessary for Japan's future stealth fighters. The rise of the Mitsubishi FX Godzilla fighter. In 2020, Japan unveiled its most daring project yet, the Mitsubishi FX, dubbed Godzilla for its sheer power and size. Designed to eclipse even the formidable F-22 Raptor, the FX promises unmatched range, firepower, and stealth. Gone are bulky hydraulic systems, replaced by cutting-edge electronic controls that enhance agility and responsiveness. Its structure, held together by advanced adhesive bonding, maximizes strength while minimizing weight. Twin XF9 engines, each producing over 20 tons of thrust, power the jet with extraordinary maneuverability and 3D thrust vectoring. The FX bristles with sophisticated AESA radars, passive sensors, and infrared cameras built with gallium nitride for pinpoint detection. Electronic warfare systems jam enemy signals, while pilots operate through futuristic helmets with augmented reality, voice commands, and 3D audio. Plasma stealth technology, radar-absorbent materials, and redesigned air ducts make the FX nearly invisible to radar. As its ultimate trump card, the FX will deploy microwave cannons and loyal unmanned wingmen, making it a truly revolutionary force in aerial warfare. The Global Combat Air Program, GCAP. As Japan pursued the FX project, an opportunity arose for international collaboration. In late 2022, Japan, the United Kingdom, and Italy officially merged their respective sixth-generation fighter programs into the Global Combat Air Program, GCAP, combining Japan's FX project with the UK's Tempest fighter initiative. This partnership allowed Japan to benefit from the industrial and technological expertise of BAE Systems UK, Leonardo Italy, Rolls-Royce UK, and MBDA UK, among others. Mitsubishi Heavy Industries leads Japan's contributions, while Rolls-Royce and Japan's IHI Corporation jointly develop the aircraft's engines. Italy's Leonardo handles the complex electronic systems, and MBDA oversees missile development. The GCAP fighter is projected to be approximately 30% larger than the Eurofighter Typhoon, with a 54-foot wingspan and a wing area comparable to that of a commercial Airbus A320. Its trimmed delta wing design optimizes speed, range, and payload capacity, although it may sacrifice some maneuverability compared to Japan's original FX design. British aviation expert Gareth Jennings compared the GCAP's broad wings to the retired American F-111 Aardvark, emphasizing its reliance on stealth and long-range missiles rather than close combat agility. Like the American FB-22, an unrealized bomber variant of the F-22 Raptor, the GCAP is designed for versatility, capable of engaging aerial threats and striking ground targets with equal proficiency. Cutting-edge missile systems and radar technology. Japan's partnership with Britain has also led to joint development of advanced missile systems. The GCAP will carry the MBDA Meteor air-to-air missile, the Spear-3 precision missile, and Japan's indigenous ASM-3 anti-ship missile. Furthermore, both nations are developing the joint new air-to-air missile, JNAAM, combining Japan's advanced radar seeker technology with Britain's Meteor propulsion system. Although the JNAM may not match the Meteor's Mach 4+ speed, it is still expected to reach speeds of Mach 3.5, making it highly competitive against regional threats. Radar capabilities will be significantly enhanced through the Jaguar project, Japan and Great Britain's Universal Advanced Radar Frequency System, which replaces traditional radars with arrays of multiple small antennas to collect vast data from both aerial and ground-based threats. Production and deployment. The first prototype flight of the Tempest concept demonstrator is scheduled for 2027. Full-scale production and deployment are expected to begin in the 2030s, eventually replacing the Eurofighter Typhoon in Italy and the UK, as well as older fighters in Japan. In preparation, Japan has also procured American F-35 fighters to operate alongside the GCAP jets, offering operational flexibility until the sixth-generation aircraft enters full service. The use of cutting-edge technologies such as 3D printing, artificial intelligence, and augmented reality cockpits will ensure that the GCAP remains at the forefront of global air combat capabilities, balancing defense and diplomacy. Despite the groundbreaking progress, not all voices within Japan support this military expansion. Critics like Kyoji Yanagisawa, a former defense official, warn that an aggressive buildup could exacerbate regional tensions rather than prevent conflict. He argues that dialogue and diplomacy should remain central to Japan's national security strategy, fearing that a heavily militarized Japan might provoke neighboring countries. Similarly, constitutional experts like Yasuo Hase from Waseda University highlight the legal gray areas surrounding Japan's constitutional limits on military development. While the government insists that these new systems are defensive in nature and compliant with the Constitution, critics argue that this interpretation could set a dangerous precedent for future administrations. If you found Japan's military transformation as thrilling as we did, don't forget to hit that like button. Subscribe for more deep dives into the world's most advanced defense technologies, and drop a comment below. We'd love to hear your thoughts on Japan's rise in the skies.